I usually do not like to rush my videos or anything like that, but in this case, this is actually an emergency. My BlogSpot page has been removed. According to Blogger, when I go over to the email here, they're saying that my content has violated the malware and similar malicious content policy. Now, I do not post malware. I do not go out of my way to cause harm to other people's devices, so I'm pretty sure this is not me. When I first saw this email, I saw that there was no space here, and I legitimately thought I was being rickrolled, trolled, or otherwise just messed with by some random on the internet. And then I tried to go over to the Blogspot page, and this is where I see this, that it actually has been removed. Now, coming over here, credit to Shoes, who shared this link right here with me and the DMOD community as a whole over on Discord. He linked over here to this post that's over on the Blogger help page, and there is actually apparently a false positive thing happening here. Basically, what is happening is that lots and lots of people are being taken down with the same kind of warning. And I can scroll through here, and there are just comments after comments after comments. Lots of people are affected here. Apparently, 186 people have commented somewhere on this thread. Look at all of this. There's so many comments, and there's probably more that I'm still not seeing because I need to hit load more. Yep. Look at all this. So the good thing is, because of this is a false positive thing, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will actually be unbanned. But there's no telling what is going to happen here. I think what I need to do now is actually kind of let you know where else you can find me in case I'm ever banned off of any platform whatsoever. Probably the best way, if you are in Cheyenne, Wyoming, is to find my blog, Cheyenne's Retail Minute. It is at 20 plus locations in Cheyenne, and it is actually a printed blog. That's probably the best way you can find me, guaranteed. But of course, there are other online media. So I still have my YouTube channels. I still have Discord. I still have Facebook. I still have Instagram. I do still have backups over there on Mastodon and Blue Sky. So those are always alternatives I could jump to if I absolutely had to. I'm actually going to show this on the link tree, I think, too. So over here, you can actually find my social media. This is on the Linktree Optopolis, right? You can find it over here. Of course, I have individual pages that have my social medias and everything like that. You can find Instagram, Mastodon, and all that linked here. I do have Blue Sky, even though it's not linked, so you could always follow me on that page if you wanted. Right now, I do have all those pages, but of course, the Blogspot page, wherever it is, maybe it's on the other page. Yeah, here. Of course, right now that is down, so you'll have to find me on other platforms. As for Cheyenne's Retail Minute, you can find it at lots of locations. I think right now there's a total of 23 locations across Cheyenne, including in several stores inside of Frontier Mall, several stores in downtown Cheyenne, several locations on the south end of Cheyenne, and even the Twinkle Twinkle Little Store over here on the east side of Cheyenne. And yeah, you can see the whole list right here for yourself. This is probably about one of the better ways to guarantee you can find me, because it's going to be pretty hard to ban me from doing like a print blog that's available at lots of locations. It would be pretty hard to actually like ban me from that. Whereas all the others, you know, at any time, even this link tree could theoretically be taken down for any reason. Now, if you've been following along with the channel, you may have seen this video I did talking about how DMOD over on Discord was actually banned. They were actually recently unbanned because they had this kind of a false positive thing happen, but in their case, it was with grid-like patterns that were being overlaid on top of very inappropriate content. Basically, what would happen is that grid would be overlaid on top of a photo to get by the Discord moderation system and bypass it and post anyway, even though it's not supposed to. Unfortunately, as the algorithm or whatever finally started figuring out and picking up on what was being done to avoid bypass the Discord moderation, what was happening is that other stuff that was not in violation of Discord's platform, like box double concerto or other kinds of grid-like stuff was being banned. Like even people who are posting screenshots of Minecraft are being banned over this whole issue. Apparently, it sounds like the issue may actually not be completely repaired, so you still got to be a little bit careful, I think, of posting grid-like content on Discord. But seeing how the thing with Discord went for DMOD, I do think it's pretty likely, hopefully, fingers crossed, that I will actually be unbanned. But this is literally, at the end of the day, this is literally the reason I started a print blog, because I saw how fragile these platforms not only are, but are increasingly becoming. They're becoming more fragile, and that it's much, much easier these days to just be wiped off with no sign of return. So seriously, probably the best way to find me is through the print blog. If you're in Cheyenne or near Cheyenne, you can find it at those 20 locations, 20 plus, I should say. Otherwise, you can still follow me on other social medias and things like that. Hopefully, eventually, I'll have another spot that's a little bit more for me versus being reliant on these social media platforms. But that still will be a ways away yet. So, is what it is. We'll get there eventually. I do want to give a quick shout out to my channel members over on the Patreon. I promised that I would shout them out at the end of every single video I put on the main channel. They support the journey, make it easier to do videos about retail things. With that out of the way, though, I think I'll leave it here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fingers crossed we get unbanned from Blogger, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.